Hello everyone. So for today's industrial electronics lab number 1, we have to simulate the various logic gates like NOT gate, AND gate, OR gate, NOR gate, XOR gate in Proteus Design Suite 8.1 demonstration version. So let us start. So click on the file and click on the new project. This window will appear. And now we have to click on the next. Keep on clicking on the next button and finally click on the finish button. When you do so, a workspace will appear wherein we can add our devices and components. So this is my workspace. The blue color, we have a square box. So inside this, we have to add most of our devices. Now, let us briefly see what all logic gates we will be implementing. So over here, let me put it into full screen mode. Yeah, so we'll start with a NOT gate. So as we know, NOT gate, whenever we apply a logic 0, the output will be logic 1 over here. And here the logic 0 is nothing but 0 volt and logic 1 is nothing but your 5 volt. And then we will see the functionality of a OR gate. So OR gate output will be 0 when both the inputs are 0. Rest for all other cases, the output is 1. And for AND gate, this is the symbol and the logical symbol. And for the AND gate, the output will be 1 whenever both the inputs A and B are 1, logic 1. For the NOR gate, it's opposite of OR gate actually. So whenever both the inputs are 0, 0, then only the output will be 1, else it is 0. And NAND gate will be the opposite of AND gate. That means that whenever both the inputs are 1 and 1, only then the output will be 0. And lastly, we will also see the simulation of a XOR gate, wherein whenever the inputs A and B are same, either 0, 0 or 1, 1, the output is logic 0. And whenever the inputs are 0, 1 or 1, 0, the output will be 1. So these are the various truth tables which we have to verify in Proteus. So let us begin. Let us start with our very first a NOT gate. Fine. So let's go to the Proteus. So from here, we have to click on the component mode and go to the pick devices. So in the pick devices, first component will be register. So we'll type on the register over here, select the 0.6 metal film and select that value and click on OK. So this register has been added inside the devices panel. And then again, we'll click on the pick devices. And now we add NOT gate. We'll type over here NOT gate. So whenever we type NOT gate over here, the NOT gate will appear active, simple digital inverter. And then click on OK. So a NOT gate has been added. And next we will add the battery. So we'll type on the battery. We will select a battery DC active source. So that is what we will add over here, right? And yeah, so these are the components which we require right now. And also we require a switch. So again, go to pick devices and type over here switch. So let's say we have to select an active switch. So we will select an interactive SP single pole single throw switch and then click on OK. So a battery, a resistor, a NOT gate and a switch has been added. Now let's start building the circuit. So first of all, we have to add the devices under within this square box. So first of all, we will add the battery. So here is my battery. I can scroll in and out to maximize or minimize the view. Okay, I can capture it like this over here. Fine. And next I will add a register. So here I'll place the register like this. Now I have to rotate this register. So I'll right click and click on the rotate clockwise. So the register is rotated now. And then also I have to add the switch. So switch I will add over here like this. Yeah. So the switch has been added and now I have to connect them together. So I'll connect this terminal of the switch to the positive terminal of the battery. The negative terminal of the battery will go to the register 1 terminal and this other terminal of the switch will go to this register. Okay. And the value of the register, we can give it around 1 kilo ohms. Fine. And then finally, we also have to select a ground. So what we need to do is we need to go to the terminal mode and from here select the ground and we can add the ground over here. Okay. and then we can connect them with a wire. Now we have to add our NOT gate. So again, we'll go to the component mode and select the NOT gate and add the NOT gate over here. So we have added the NOT gate over here, and then I also have to view the voltage at the output. So what I will do is I will add a a DC voltmeter at the output, so that I can view what are the voltages available at the output. So I have added the DC voltmeter over here, right? And now I'll connect this NOT gate one terminal over here at the input side, and the output terminal will be connected to the voltmeter, and the voltmeter negative terminal will be connected to the common ground. Yeah. So as you can see, whenever you make a connection, there will be a dot appearing over here. That means these wires have been connected. And yeah, so right now we have to select the battery voltage to be 5 volt. So I'll double click on it and change that 12 volts to 5 volt over here. Okay, register value. Okay, register value. This has to be, this is the label actually. So I can call it as R1. The value, its value has to be changed. So its value is will be 1K. So I've selected this value as 1K. And now we are ready to simulate the NOT gate circuit. So before doing that, also note that you have to add your roll number and name and your batch. So I'll right click, I'll click on the place, and I click on the text button. Okay, so I can add the text button over here anywhere. So let's say I'll add the text button over here. So you will write your name. I'm writing my name over here like this, and I'll belong to batch number 2, and my roll number is this. So this you have to do it for every circuit. Okay, you can either increase this font size also, or you can add it above or below wherever you want it. Fine. So that's the way you can add your sorry for this. I can drag this object anywhere I want. Okay, within the circuit also. So this is how you can do it. And now to optimize the screen, what you can do is you can go to view. We can go to zoom to area, and then we can select this section. So only this section will be highlighted in the larger mode. Yeah. So this way, fine. And now in order to close the switch, we have to, if it is open, now it is open switch, right? So your battery is disconnected from the supply. So your if you want to close the switch, you have to click on this button. Okay, and once you run the simulation, right? So let me run the simulation now. So right now the simulation is running, and since, yeah, just give it a second. Yeah, so right now the simulation is running. So over here the battery voltage it's disconnected because the switch is open. So the voltage across the resistor is 0. So whenever we apply a 0 volt to the inverter, the output should be logic 1. I mean, that's what we have seen in the logic gate. I mean, sorry for this. Let me go to the logic gates. Yeah. So if you apply a logic 0, the output will be logic 1. That's what we are getting. And right now, let us change the state over here. So let me close the switch. So as soon as I close the switch over here, this entire 5 volt will be appearing across the register. So this red color, box which you see, it indicates the logic 1, and the blue one indicates the logic 0. So as you can see, as we have applied a logic, 5 volts at the input, that is logic 1, the output of the NOT gate will be 0 volt. Again, I'll show it to you by opening the switch. So it is logic. I mean, whenever the input is logic 0, the output is logic 1. And whenever my input is logic 1, my output is logic 0. Very important thing is, for every circuit, you have to take a print screen of the entire circuit. Okay. So let me show it to you. You can click on the print screen button. Fine. And let me add that print screen in a Word document. So let me show you how to take the print screen. So you can click on the print screen button in your laptops or your desktops. So go to your Word document and attach, right click and attach the print screen, image. So as you can see, don't crop the image. I repeat, don't crop the image, because your date and your time also will be recorded. Okay, just as it is, you can add the image like this. And then also while viewing the the simulation for the logic gates, at least show us two states, at least two print screens for a single gate. For example, when the output is 1 and the output is 0. So in a NOT gate, both are the cases. So I can go to this and I can open the switch, and I can take this print screen also. So it's mandatory that for a single gate, you at least show the logic 1 state and the logic 0 state at the output. Fine. So this way you can add your print screens, and then you can later on attach it in your write-up. Okay, lab write-up. Now let me again go to the Proteus simulation. So this way we have verified the functionality of a NOT gate. Now next we have to do the same thing for the AND gate. So what we will do is we'll pause the simulation and then we'll stop the simulation. Right now we don't require this NOT gate, so I'll delete the object. And later on I will be adding AND gate over here. So for adding the AND gate, I'll go to the component mode, click on the pick devices and type over here AND gate. So once I type over here AND gate, you can scroll down and then you can select the two input AND gate, which will be coming up. Yeah. So active two input AND gate. Okay. So I have added this. Let us add the other logic gates also. So I have to add OR gate also. So let me scroll down. So I will add OR gate. So here is my OR gate, simple two input OR gate. And let me also add NOR gate. All the logic gates I'm adding and keeping so that while simulation, it will be easier for me. So this is a two input NOR gate. Then next I will add NAND gate. So over here, NAND gate will be available right at the bottom. Yeah, active. You have to select the library, which is showing here active. So this is to input NAND gate, and finally I will add XOR gate. So yeah, so your XOR gate is over here, simple to input XOR gate. So I've added all the logic gates, just I have to do the simulation of them one by one. Okay, so right now what we need to do is, since in a two input, we were doing actually, first of all, let's start with AND gate, right? So for the AND gate, we have two inputs, right? So what we need to do is we need to duplicate this section again. So how we will do it? Let us remove this wire first. I'll delete the wire and then I'll scroll out. Okay. I have scrolled out a little and then I'll move the screen a little down. And then what I will do is I'll select this. And if I want to copy it, I'll right click on it. I'll click on block copy. So the entire block can be copied to a newer section like this. So I'll paste it over here. Okay. So that's the way we can add the two sections over here. And now we are ready to check out the, let me make the adjustment of keeping it very near. Yeah. So now we are ready to simulate. So let us adjust the screen. So what I will do is I'll go to view, I'll go to zoom to area, and I'll select that section which I want to view. Okay, so here it is. I have made that arrangement. And now what we need to do is we also need to, just wait a second. Yeah. So now what we need to do is we don't require two additional grounds. So I'll remove the ground from here, or we can keep it. It doesn't matter that much. So what we can do is we can add this ground terminal from here and we can connect it over here like this. Yeah. And also we need to, keep the voltmeter somewhere around here so that we can view it properly. Fine. And now let me drag the screen like this. I can push it above a little so that it fits the screen. Yeah. And now again, I can go to view and adjust that zoom to area so that I can view a bigger section of it. Yeah. So now it is clear. Now we have to just add the AND gate. So I've selected the AND gate. I drag it over here like this. And then later on, I can add this voltmeter. I can adjust it down over here like this. Yeah. So for the AND gate, it requires two inputs. So we have the two sections over here. So we can also push this name. You can push it somewhere around here, let's say. Okay. So I will connect this to the one of the terminals of the AND gate like this. I wish to verify the functionality of an AND gate. Other terminal, I can connect it. Sorry, other terminal I can connect it over here. Second input of the AND gate, and output of the AND gate I'll connect to the DC voltmeter so that I can check the output. And the negative terminal of the DC voltmeter will go to the common ground. So this will go to the common ground like this over here. Okay, let me try that again. So here this wire I'll be connecting from here, let's say. So this will be connected to the negative end of the voltmeter. Yeah. So let us begin now a simulation. So remember, for an AND gate, let us go back to the AND gate. So for the AND gate, we have 4 combination of inputs. So we have to check all the 4 combinations. So remember that the output will be logic 1 whenever both A and B are 1 and 1. Okay. So that means that whenever both the switches will be closed, that time only the output will be 5 volt. That is logic 1. Rest for any of the conditions, the output will be 0 volt. So now let's simulate it. So let me go to the run the simulation button. So give it around 2 to 3 seconds for it to enter the simulation mode. Yeah, it's almost running now. It will take around few seconds for initially to, for circuit to get evaluated. Yeah. So here it is. As you can see very clearly, here both the switches are open. So that means my input, both the inputs to the AND gate are 0, 0. Okay. Now let me change input number A to, let's say, logic 1. So one input of the AND gate is logic 1. Logic 1 is indicated by the red color square box, and logic 0 is indicated by this blue color. And now let me open this switch and let me close this switch. So right now the input to the AND gate is 0 and 1. Again, the output will be 0 only. And now let me close both the switches. So whenever I close both the switches, as per the table, whenever both the inputs are logic 1, the output will be logic 1. Okay. So I can take this print screen and keep on adding in my Word document like this. So remember that we can, we have to take two print screens, one for the case where the output is logic 1 and other for the case when the output is logic 0. So it's just a matter of 2 seconds and we can add the print screen easily. So this is how we have to carry out the simulation for remaining gates. Okay, so I can add an AND gate, OR gate, NOR gate, NAND gate, XOR gate. So let me quickly show you, 2 more gates, and then we can y'all can carry out the simulation. So let me pause the simulation, stop the simulation. Now, in order to change it, I will right click over here, delete the object, and I'll add one more gate, XOR gate, let's say. Okay, so I'll drag the XOR gate and I'll place it over here. I'll connect the 2 inputs similarly in the same manner. Okay, so not much is changing over here like this. And at the output, I will connect it to the voltmeter. Yeah, the circuit is ready. It is so simple, switching from one logic gate to other logic gate. Now we have to check the functionality. So let's go to that XOR gate truth table. So over here, what it says is whenever the inputs A and B are same, that means either 0, 0 or 1, 1, the output will be 0. Rest for the cases, it will be logic 1. So let us verify this functionality. So let me click on run the simulation button. It will, yeah, it's directly showing now. Right now, the condition is input A is logic 1 and input B is logic 0. As you can see here, the switch is closed. And over here at the B, at the other input, the switch is open. So whenever the inputs are different, the output is logic 1, as shown over here. So you can, it is correct. This case is correct. Now let me close this switch and open this switch and let us verify whether again, yeah. So for 0, 1 input or 1, 0 input, the output is logic 1. So here I can add this print screen into the Word document. And later on, we can add these images. I repeat, don't crop this image. Let the time and the date be visible in your print screens. Okay. And now let's test the case when both the inputs are same. That means I can close it over here. So both the inputs are logic 1 now. The output is 0. Okay, so that is perfectly matching. And let me open the switches so that the inputs are 0, 0. So whenever the inputs are same, again 0, 0, the output is 0. So that's the functionality of your XOR gate. So let me again print screen and add it over here like this. So this way, for every logic gate, we have to add the print screen for the case when the input is, when the output is logic 1, and for the other case, the output is logic 0. So in this way, I have shown you the simulation for an AND gate and an XOR gate. You all can carry out the simulation for, we have also shown for NOT gate. You can carry out the simulation for the OR gate, NOR gate, and NAND gate. Okay, so now I will move ahead and show you something else. So you will learn in your theory lectures that this NOR gate and NAND gate act as a universal gates. That means you can make any logic gate. Okay, you can make any logic gates, basic logic gates using only NOR gate or NAND gate. Okay, NAND gate. So let me show you one of the functionalities over here. Okay, so let us build this slightly more sophisticated circuit. So I am building up XNOR gate using NOR gate. Okay, let me expand it a little more. So let me show you the truth table of a XNOR gate. It is opposite of XOR. XOR will be whenever both the inputs are same, the output will be 0. So for the XNOR gate, whenever both the inputs are same, the output will be 1. Okay, whereas for whenever the inputs are different, the output will be 0, logic 0. So let me show you a sample implementation. Now this you might learn how this arrangement has come. We are not discussing that. We are directly going to implement this in Proteus. So let's implement this functionality, okay, using only NOR gates. So what are we doing? We are building up we are building up XNOR gate using universal NOR gate. Okay, so let me keep this in handy. And whenever we simulate now, so this circuit will be kept in handy now over here. So let me keep this open over here. Let me adjust the screen so that it's visible clearly. And now let me focus over here. Yeah. So on the left hand side, we have to implement this network. This is your XNOR gate implementation using universal NOR gate. So on the right hand side, we have the Proteus screen, which is already running. So we'll click on the pause the simulation and then stop the simulation. Also, I'll go to the view, zoom to area, and I will be selecting this section over here so that it is visible, right? And what we need to do is over here right now, let me just maximize this section a little. Okay, fine. So we'll go back over here. Right now, we don't require this XOR gate. So we'll delete the object. So our circuit is, our primary layer of your schematic is, of your circuit is ready. Now we have to just add your NOR gates over here. Okay. And we will require some space. So let me push this on the little right hand side. Yeah. So right now we are ready to simulate. So what we will do is we will select the NOR gate and we will add the NOR gate as shown in the diagram. So one NOR gate will be added over here. Let me push this name somewhere else. So let me, yeah, here it will be fine. And now I have to move a little bit on right hand side. So I'll add the another NOR gate over here. One more over here. And finally, one more we have over here. So maybe this voltmeter has to be pushed a little further onto the right hand side. So here it is. I think this will be fine. Yeah. And now we have to connect them together. So here we have already have the circuit with us. So let us quickly do the connection. So this input will go over here and this input will be going over here. And then I think we have to push this a little that side. Just wait a second. Let me adjust this properly so that they are not overlapping and they're symmetric. So let me push this window slightly over here. Yeah. So now we can easily connect. So here the inputs are connected to the next NOR gate like this. and this input is again going towards the next NOR gate like this. So we can quickly do the connections. It will hardly take a minute. And then the output of this NOR gate is going to the input of the, fourth NOR gate. Yeah. So I have made the connections now, and I'll connect the output of the last NOR gate to the digital voltmeter. Now the circuit has been made, and now we have to check the functionality whether it's working as a XNOR gate or no. Again, I repeat, XNOR gate will be whenever both the inputs are same, the output will be 1, logic 1. So let me maximize the schematic over here, and let me click on the view, go to the zoom to area so that I can view the bigger version, I mean the larger version of the screen. Yeah. So my circuit is ready. This is the XNOR gate implementation using universal NOR gates. Okay, XNOR gate implementation. Fine. So I'll run the simulation now. Right now the situation is that both the switches are logic 0. So what's the functionality of a XOR gate? When both the inputs are same, output will be logic 1. So as you can see, output is logic 1. Now let me close both the switches and let us see if the output is still logic 1. Yes. So the logic 1 functionality is correct. So I can take a print screen and add it in the Word document so that I can later on add it in the in your write-up. And then next case, we will see the condition where inputs are 0, 1 or 1, 0. So let's make it 1, 0. So I will keep this as close switch and this as open switch. Right now the condition is input will be 1 and 0. So whenever the inputs are different, the output is logic 0. Now let us make the reverse case where this is 0 and this is 1. So again, the output is 0. So whenever the inputs are different, the output is 0. So hence the functionality is verified. Okay. So this circuit over here, which we have implemented, that is XNOR gate using universal NOR gate. It's perfectly working fine. So similarly, you can implement any logic gates using either universal NOR gate or universal NAND gate. Okay. So yeah, so that way you can carry out the simulation related to lab 1 and also answer your post lab question. Okay, fine. So that's all for this session. So next time we will see some other circuit simulation in Proteus. So until then, have a good day and thank you.